Hi there, it's me, Annalisa Boyd, Orthodox Christian wife, mom to 8, and the author of The Ascetic Lives of Mothers, Hear Me, and Special Agents of Christ. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the Jesus Prayer and singing the Jesus Prayer. Now, this is not just my idea. I did not come up with this, but it was something that my mom had listened to just recently on Ancient Faith Radio, a podcast by Dr. Rossi, and Rossi, I think. And he does a whole podcast on singing the Jesus Prayer. And I'm not going to go into the history of the Jesus Prayer or anything like that. I'm just going to talk about how singing the Jesus Prayer has impacted our family. And yeah, okay, so it all goes back in 2004. Way before we started looking into Orthodoxy, I had an opportunity to go to my mom's Pascha service, and it was the first time I'd been to the Pascha service. We'd always gone to Agape Vespers and the barbecue, but got to go to the service, and it was wonderful. And listening to Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death, and upon those in the tombs bestowing life. Singing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again was beautiful and powerful while I was there. Well, I had been struggling and suffering, I guess, from panic attacks for a couple years at that point. And so I didn't sleep very well at night, and I just had a lot of anxiety. And so when I went home that night, I slept so well, because every time I started to wake up, it was like an angel was there, standing over me, and I would just hear, Christ is risen from the dead, trampling down death by death. And it was so majestic and powerful that I could fall right back to sleep with no problem, and I was just full of peace. Well, singing the Jesus Prayer has become similar. Now, when we sing things, it gives, I think, more people an opportunity to memorize things. I don't know about you, but I've been in the grocery store, and they're playing the 80s retro music, and I find myself singing along, and some of the songs I know the words to, all of a sudden I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that's what they were saying, all these years, oh my goodness. And some of them are just awful, but I know all the words. So music can be very, very powerful and a wonderful tool to help our families, our children, memorize prayers. And I mean, most of our kids, if you were to start singing part of the liturgy from your church service, they would be able to sing along, or they would know the words, the words to it if they thought about it, not realizing that all of that is going in and being stored for later use, So singing the Jesus Prayer, I've heard it sung a few different ways. The first time I heard it sung was by the nuns at St. Paisius Monastery in Arizona on their CD, and it was, Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. Okay, so I'm not on here because I'm a singer, but so that was the first one I had heard, and that was very beautiful. And then I actually heard one from, I think it's a secular band, but some of the members anyway are Christians, and they're called Sixpence. And their singers sing it like this. If I can remember, I keep on blending the one that Dr. Rossi had in this one. Okay, I got it. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. have mercy on me, a sinner. Now, Dr. Rossi has it a different way, and there was a woman, I guess it was like 25 years ago, forgive me, I can't remember her name, but it's on the Dr. Rossi podcast, and she made this melody. I have altered it a little bit accidentally, but it's all attributed to her. I did nothing, but I didn't make it up, but this is what we sing in our home, and it goes, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And my mom had first brought this to our attention, like I said, and I was kind of like, okay, whatever, sing the Jesus prayer. And I didn't really think anything of it. But she started singing with our little guys, and just over and over again. I mean, she just spent like 5 or 10 minutes talking with them and being grandma and sharing this thing that she was finding beneficial in her own life. And everybody kind of picked up on the melody. And not even trying. And so the little ones, they were singing it, but when I went into the other room, one of my bigger boys, who does not sing unless he absolutely has to, he was singing it. He was doing something at the table, and he just started singing it without even thinking about it. And I'm like, oh, I think we might be onto something here. My mom was right. She'd like to hear that. Mom, you were right. But my mom was right that this was something that was going deeper than just, I'm going to think about praying or singing the Jesus prayer. It was something that had kind of gone directly to kind of the subconscious and his heart. And then my 5-year-old, he was somewhere else and he was singing it. And this is my little guy who gets angry. He has major anger management problems, and he's singing it. And then my other little guy, who's almost 5, he's my special needs guy. Well, he has Williams syndrome. Genetic. He has a genetic disorder. He has Williams syndrome. And so even though he's almost 5, he is more like a 2.5 to 3-year-old, and it has severe speech delay, and he's singing it. And so we started singing it before they go to bed at night. Or we'll be walking around the house, just going about our business, and we're starting to sing it. Now, it's important, if you are, for a rule of prayer, make sure you get a blessing from your spiritual father or mother to do a prayer rule. But this, and talk to them about this and see if this is something that would be okay to do. Because we also don't want to get prideful. We don't want to be like the Pharisee. The Pharisee and the publican, they both went to pray, but one was full of pride and one was humble. And so we humble ourselves by going to our spiritual advisor, and they know us pretty darn well and can encourage us on our path to theosis. So anyway, but this has just been a really, really neat thing in our home. And everybody's singing it. It's something that is helping, I'm noticing with everybody, kind of helping everybody to kind of be more present, to be more calm, and kind and gentle to others, because they're praying. So it's been really, really neat. Anyway, go check out that podcast. Highly recommend it. And talk to your priest and see what happens in your family. And let's keep working out our salvation one mommy moment at a time. Thanks. Bye.